This is the Unbreakable Golfers podcast, where we're shining a light on your pain and weakness and how it is affecting your positions, your power, and your performance on the golf course.
How to fix early extension fast. So I created a video of how you can assess, treat and exercise the issues if you're facing early extension. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in the bottom of the notes, which would be to the school page where it's got it in there, and obviously I'll probably put it on YouTube so you've got access to that. But let's say, for instance, you're a golfer that struggles with early extension, so your hips are moving closer to the ball on the downswing, and it's getting in the way of your hands, and it's difficult to get through the ball. Now, you might think that this is a skill issue, and if it is a skill issue, then go and see your pro, get it sorted. What else are you thinking about? However, there's just as much chance that the reason why you're early extending is because you don't have the range of motion in your lead hip. So obviously your leg that's facing the target. Most of the golfers I see that suffer with early extension don't have enough range of motion in the hip anyway. So there's only a few things that it can do, and once it gets to that end range in the hip, and it's sort of either slides, obviously you got left knee buckle, or the foot might spin out, or obviously you just early extend and stand up. So first thing I would always do with any golfer is to find out, okay, is this an issue? So you'd assess with the lower quarter rotation test, which obviously shown in the video that will be in the link. Then you will aim to treat. So more often than not, it's the TFL muscle, and again I'll show you in the video how to treat that, but treat that, use that in the range of motion, and in the video I'll show you that you can sort of stand up. But basically, if you think about, if you're standing up, if you put your thumb as though you're putting it in your left hand pocket, if you lift your left leg out to the side, you will feel a muscle turn on in that pocket. And then what you would do is, if you get yourself in a swayed position, add tension to that muscle, move your hips in the frontal plane into a slide position, and you're treating that muscle. Then on top of that, if it's the joint that you're struggling with rather than soft tissue, then there's an exercise on there. What you would do, and obviously you could search this one, is you sit on the floor, legs straight out in front of you, and kind of like a V shape. And then what you do is you drive your heel away from you as far as possible, and you rotate left and right, do it for 30 to 60 seconds, something like that, and that will distract the joint. Then get up and take a few swings and see if you've increased your range of motion, and see if you can sit better in the downswing and not early extend as much. I see so many golfers that think that the problem that they've got is that it's a skill issue that's stopping them turn into that hip and not early extend. And obviously the pain of that is they're literally trying again and again and again, and they're standing up and they video the swing, or they get people to look at them and say, oh, you stood up, or you were early extending, whatever it is they're doing. Whereas really what they need to do is, if they could get the range of motion in the hip, it gives them the ability, doesn't carry over straight away, but it gives them the ability to be able to turn into that hip better. Most people are stuck because that hip doesn't move, especially golfers over 40, but they're stuck because that hip doesn't move. But really what you can do is you can find out if that hip is a issue, and if it's a physical issue with a lower quarter rotation test. Then with that, find out if you can treat it, exercise it, fix it, increase your rotation, and then hit some golf shots and see how it feels. Now, I'll put the links to the videos in the bottom, but either way, if you're early extending, check your lead hip. Good luck.
For more information on golf performance, by increasing your power, by getting in better positions, by working on your body and mind, go to unbreakablegolfers.com and sign up to the free asset.